What's going on? What's going on? I'm Eugene Napoleon. This is Napoleon's Corner. Before we get started, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate your support. This is episode 231. 231. This particular topic is own it. Own it. Instead of worrying so much about what's going on with somebody else's situation, what's happening in other people's lives, let's start worrying about and owning what's going on with us, what's going on in our own life. We need to think clearly and slowly about that. Here's the thing. When you own something, that means you are taking on its fullest responsibility. You are being totally accountable for whatever it is, in whatever situation, set of circumstances, all that stuff, right? You own it. So that means owning the truth. That means owning your role in whatever situation, all of it. A lot of times we worry so much about what's going on in somebody else's life that we're not even taking ownership of what's going on in our lives. We have to start owning that part first before you even think about what's going on elsewhere. So I was thinking about this the other day. And a lot of times, when you really sit down and you become more reflective about certain situations that has happened in your life or whatever, it's really a blessing when you really sit down and start, dotting your I's and crossing your T's, because it allows you not only to be reflective, but to also take accountability for whatever the mistakes were, right? You can start taking complete ownership of this stuff. And then it helps you to formulate a game plan or a blueprint as to how you can generate some other opportunities for yourself. But it all starts with owning it. Own what you can control. Take care of what you can control. And moving forward to now navigate this plan that you put together for your own personal life, right? Open up some opportunities for your own personal successes. But if you don't first own what you are doing, how can you be focused enough to achieve these things? So I find it interesting where you see people who they're paying so much attention to everything else instead of paying attention to what they need to be focused on. So when I say own it, I mean own it all. The good, the bad, the indifferences, own it all. That just means that you are willing to be accountable for it all. The highs, the lows, everything, because nothing under the sun is perfect. We all know this. But being accountable for how you move, being accountable for the things that are important in your life, other people who are looking at this thing through a certain lens, they can respect that. And you'll be surprised. Opportunities come to you out of nowhere when other people respect the fact that you can own your own stuff. You can take responsibility and accountability for whatever's going on in your life. There are other people who might be sitting back paying attention, taking note, so to speak, taking some notes on that. Like, I like that person because he or she's, they're respectful. They know how to accept responsibility and accountability. No matter what happens, they're not coming up with no excuses. They own the situation no matter what it is. There are those out there that respect that. And that's what you want to be. You want to be respected. You want to know that no matter what opportunities that are given, you can fit the bill. You can go in there, roll your sleeves up, and you can fit the bill. You can get the job done. That's what you want to be known for. So just own it. Be comfortable in your own skin and own whatever it is. The good side, the bad side, whatever. Own it all. Be accountable for it all. Because in the long run, hard work, dedication, consistency, owning your own stuff will definitely lead in a long-term successful path for you, no matter what the job, no matter how long the journey. If you are consistent, you are passionate about what you do, you believe in yourself, you have a really good work ethic, and you are willing to own all of the stuff that we talked about during this episode. Accountability, being respectful, accepting no matter what happens, you're not trying to throw blame someplace else. You're not coming up with excuses. You're willing to own no matter what it is, you take ownership of it. There is no shortcuts for people paying attention to that. And those are really good things to understand when you are trying to get your stuff off the ground, you're starting to build. That's a good foundational piece to start with. Being accountable and taking ownership of everything. When you do that, that's the recipe for success all day long. That is the recipe for success. So keep that in mind when you are building. Whatever it is you're building, just keep that in mind. I'm going to own it. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to make sure that people understand who I am. They talk about me, the first word that should come out of their mouth. This individual has character. He has a good moral code. He's strong in his spot. He believes in himself. He takes accountability. He takes ownership. Man, those things, you can't put a price tag on it. You really can't. So own it. Own your future. Be successful. Be prosperous. Be diligent. Be faithful. All these things, man. You can't go wrong. Just be comfortable in your own skin. No matter what it is. Just make sure you own it. That's all. I'm Eugene Napoleon. This is Napoleon's Corner. I'll see you next week. Take care.